subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Oh, we got RJ in here. Oh, we got RJ, the Democrat tether. RJ, let's hear it. Let's hear this, RJ. RGZ. RJ, get on up in here. RJ, did they deport you? Are you in a detention
What's
center?
good, Tariq?
Okay, do we need to go bail you out?
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, I can have somebody to bring some bushmeat or some jollof for lunch because I know that detention food is kind of rough on your little old system. But how you doing, man? What's going on with you?
I'm good, Tariq. How are you?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
You know, if you don't do anything to stick up for anyone anymore, no one's gonna give a damn about the past. Because obviously, we know that if Dr. King was alive today, he'd be speaking against these ICE raids and this militarism of the police. You know, Dr. King would. You know,
Mhm.
he wouldn't be able to just sit on his hands. He's a pastor and he's a civil rights leader. He's not going to just sit on his hands.
And
You're not like him.
and no, I'm very much like Dr. King because he also, if he was here today, he would be making sure your punk ass Democrats would be giving us reparations, which is what he talked about before they assassinated him. He made
He
that his priority. He'd be getting
oh,
reparations.
he also spoke about the Vietnam War overseas. You think he's not going to speak about the ICE raids in America?
Hmm.
Come on, man. Yeah,
Right.
okay.
But yeah, you think he ain't gonna speak about reparations, and y'all wouldn't have had none of this stuff if y'all gave us our reparations. All y'all had to do was give us our reparations, and y'all started bullshitting.
You're not asking the Republicans for
Oh no,
reparations.
miss me with that. You ain't asking. We asking y'all asses, and y'all didn't do it.
Oh, because you know the Democrats are good enough to consider it.
Y'all didn't do it though, and
Mm,
this is why you going through hell right now. How do you like that?
mm.
That's what the motorcycle from the ice truck coming up. That's what it sounds like.
Hey, you're gonna lose your moral high ground,
How do
because
you should have gave us reparations. Now, how do you feel about not giving us reparations now?
obviously I want Black Americans to have. I don't like. I mean, do you read my timeline? I want reparations for everybody. I don't give a damn. I want every good thing for everybody.
Everybody.
So
No. Everybody like who?
I want Black people, Black Americans to get reparations. I want Africans to get reparations. I want Native Americans to get reparations. I want everybody to get reparations.
How you gonna get reparations as an African?
Like you say, from the colonial powers that
Yeah, but
colonized.
you ain't over there. You over here. You're not trying to get nothing from Britain.
I'm saying I want every category group to get reparations from whoever hurts them. Simple
I
as.
want y'all to
So
hear.
that's not a,
Okay, hold on. Let me get some. I'm gonna get Xavier here on your ass. Let me get some more folks on here.
so you don't want
This is
Africans
what
to get reparations.
yeah, from Britain. Go holler at Britain.
Exactly. So what are we talking about?
You ain't hollering.
Exactly then.
You ain't hollering at Britain. Y'all over here waiting on us to get something popping so you can slide in. That's the problem.
I said I want everyone to get reparations. So it is what it is.
Xavier, what's up, brother? Oh, Xavier, where you at, brother? Okay, we're going. Hold on, Zay. I get you back in a minute. Something's going on with your joint. Let me
So
get.
my main point now is you're just gonna lose the moral high ground. You're just gonna be seen as another, careless, callous group, and like the white Americans
Who?
themselves.
How?
Wait, that don't even make sense.
I didn't finish anyway. I'm What I'm saying is you're gonna lose the moral high ground because you can't keep going back to the past because if you're not doing anything today, if you're not sticking up for anyone today, you're not sticking up for the Palestinians, you're not sticking up for immigrants, you're not
We
sticking up for
stick up
anybody.
for ourselves.
Exactly. Okay, cool. That's what my
Do the
white
same.
Americans do.
Listen. You ever heard the term "lead by example"? See, that's the problem, man. There's an old Negro proverb that
Have
says,
you heard the term
"You ready for this?" It
injustice
says, "If you teach a
anywhere?
man to fish, you know what I mean. You feed him for. I mean, if you
Okay, now you're
give a
doing
man a
bootstrap
fish."
rhetoric. Now you're doing bootstrap rhetoric.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach him how to
Now you're
fish, you feed
doing
him for life.
bootstrap rhetoric. Let
So
me let
wait,
me give you
so
one. Let me give you one
so
that should be way
all this
familiar to you.
hard work that y'all doing, that y'all claim to do, why can't y'all do this hard work and save yourself?
Let me give you a
I
phrase
think that's
from
a
your
fair
own
question.
icon. Let me give you a phrase from your own icon.
Mm-hmm.
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
That's a
Who
fact.
said
What you
that?
gonna do about it?
Who
What are you
said
gonna do
that?
about it?
No more. Who said that though?
What are you gonna do about it?
Who said that though? Do you know who
What are you
said
going
that?
to do about it?
But yeah, who said that though? Because you know
If
you
it's
don't want
true, listen. If
to.
it's truth, what are you gonna do about it?
My point is to you
You can't
because
do
you
so. You're
think
not gonna do nothing about it. So you're gonna sit back
my
and wait
point
for
is
us.
I'm doing something about it because I'm
Okay.
speaking
So what are
about
you
it. I'm
doing about
speaking
it?
about every injustice. I'm
What are you doing
speaking
about
about
it? What are you doing about
Palestinians.
it?
I'm speaking about it. You don't want to
What
speak about it.
you speaking about it? Okay. Well, what? How is that working out for you?
Yeah, you don't want to speak about it though. You want to sit
Keep
in your
speaking about it.
hands
Then what they
and
got to do with us? Cause see, all
and
that
and,
the
and
hard
see no
working.
evil.
Yeah,
You
you got
see
to
no
work
evil as long.
hard.
Hey, do you know what happens when you see no evil and hear no evil? Evil just
Okay. So
spreads.
real quick,
It's
hey,
like a
real quick,
fire.
hey, Flex, you there,
Evil,
Flex?
Yeah,
evil just spreads.
Hey, so the question that he asked me, he said, injustice. That whole quote, right? Real quick,
Hmm.
what is justice about breaking the law?
Okay, now, okay. That's the
We're
same
talking
thing
about
what people
illegal
say to you.
immigrants here. They broke the law.
That's the
They
same
know they
thing.
broke
That's
the
the
law.
same
They're
thing.
going to jail.
That's
That's
the same.
justice, right?
Hmm. That's
If
the
you
same
break the
thing why people
law, hold
say,
on, do it real quick. If we break the law in America, we go to jail. We get a bullshit
okay,
trial, and they
now
railroad us. They
you're
send us. No,
now
listen. They send us up the
now
road.
you're
And you know,
Reaganites. Now
no,
you're
you know what people
Reaganites,
say?
right?
No. You know what people say when that happens, right? You guys shouldn't have broke the law. Cool, 100%. We accept that. We're gonna fight the law. But you know that Black Americans, right, are disproportionately more targeted, right? The most exonerated
Hmm.
because they get it wrong all the time. Now we're looking at people who are deliberately breaking the law, right, and demanding benefits, and the government is saying no more. So this is the government actually enacting justice on people who broke the law. Because you know what? Now they're not just targeting unjustly Black folks; they're targeting because they broke the law. These people hopped across the border, right, are committing crimes and getting backing from the same politicians that tell us they can't do reparations. Black folks vote for Democrats at a 90+% rate. And you know what they told us? We can't do reparations. Gavin Newsom sat there and pulled the vote on the Black Reparation Task Force. And them niggas was laughing and joking and teasing us on the way out. Most of whom was immigrants. Now all of a sudden you fast forward to tape 7 months later and we supposed to forget about that shit. Now that they say, you know what, we're gonna take all these illegal people who have been bleeding California dry. California has requested over $75 billion in aid from the federal government after that fraud they did with unemployment. They are bankrupting themselves trying to take care of these people. And you know what the government said? Enough of this shit. So since the government said it's enough of the shit, this is the government enacting justice. You can only rob a person for so long before they start putting up fences and barbed wire. Now
They
we're
are
saying, you
kidnapped.
know what? Guess what? Because guess who has to pay that? Black Americans. They tax the fuck out of us. The taxes in California, shout out to Flex, he knows it's through the roof right now. That's why all these companies are leaving. Tesla's leaving, SpaceX leaving, Disney's leaving, Facebook left. Everybody's leaving California for Texas for better tax rates. And you know why they're doing that? Because Texas don't play that shit. The ICE raids in Texas are, they was doing it before it was legal. So guess what? Now the government is acting the laws that are on the books. And now you get to see what it really looks like. All that hard work you're doing is not paying off because that hard work is in vain because it's illegal. You guys are doing the wrong thing. You guys are doing the wrong thing and try to claim, well, hey, help us do something wrong. No, no more of that shit, man. Look,
Now
when
y'all
reparations
are
come
law
around,
and
we
order
gonna do what we look. Tell you what,
Reaganites.
the next time the reparation
Okay.
vote come up, right? How about y'all show a little support? Now we're not asking y'all for shit because we figured out we never really needed y'all. We just a kind-hearted people. It's that majority spirit Flex is always talking about. But guess what? We're gonna sit and do what Martin Luther King and Malcolm X said, right? It's the ballot of the bullet. We sitting on our votes.
Oh,
And yet, while we sitting on our votes, guess what? We not forgetting everybody who worked against us in our efforts to gain reparation for our people. Because remember, it's not our fights. We need something too. It's not just that. Okay, well, 100%. Guess what? This is not our fight. And we're not just going to talk about it. We are people of action. So we sitting back and watching this shit. So to all those brothers out there, if you guys feel the need to help these people, you can help them by telling them work hard, right? Be that motivation. Keep pushing. But remember, next time you go over there, come back the right way. Get in line, learn English, grab a visa, grab a green card, and then come. Don't just hop the fence. But that's all I want to say. Appreciate it, Flex, man. Y'all have a nice day.
you,
first
Dan.
off, 90% of the people that they deported, they already bring them back because most of them they were deported illegally because they already had papers, they had green cards, they had permits, they have everything, and they're just snatching and kidnapping people up, right? So you're
Um,
not even, so
let
Mary,
me
you don't
let
even
me
know your
stop you right
stats.
there. Let me stop you right there because that's a whole boatload of steaming crap you just said. Those people who you say are being snatched up and kidnapped, They had court to meet, and when you do not meet court, you are issued a warrant. In their case, uh, demand to be deported. Okay, first and
Miriam,
foremost.
let me tell you something,
Disingenuous.
Miriam. An
No,
ICE agent,
no.
no,
Let me
an
tell
ICE
you
agent was
something. You've been
caught
talking this whole
raping a
entire
woman.
time.
What are you
Don't
talking about?
look. Act like your mama raised you with some manners. Okay. Do not overtalk me. Do not
You jumped
interject.
into my mouth. What are
You
you
will
talking about?
have your say, but do not overtalk me. See, you
Just don't be long-winded.
impatient
That's all I know.
tellers never have respect. It's
All right,
called a dialogue, okay? The art of conversation, okay? First and foremost. Now, don't interrupt mama again while I'm speaking, little boy. As I was saying, you are not going to sit up there and project all these untruths, you Democratic tether ashy shield, okay? We've heard enough. You're up here projecting, you're up here being disingenuine rather, and generous by spouting all these Democratic shill lies. Don't you understand that we are highly intelligent, that we've been on these front lines for a long time, and we don't need the likes of you or anyone else to come in here with your entitlement, the audacity of you to tell us about our struggles and to tell us about our master teachers and leaders. You like saying Martin Luther King, right? As we were saying, he would be saying, give us our reparations. And no, he would not get in a fight when somebody is here breaking the law, here
That's bullshit.
ciphering our
I don't care if that's
resources.
bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, it's foo-foo shit for you. Okay? It's the truth. So take your
No,
medicine.
it's not.
Take your truth. So it's take your medicine. It's bitter, but it heals. As I said, I know my ancestors because it's from my lineage, it's from my bloodline, and we're from this soil. We fought in every war, okay? We are the true indigenous, aboriginal, foundational Black American freedmen, okay? This is our country. No matter who comes here, even if you get citizenship, it can still be revoked. Okay, if
Okay, so
you
that's what you guys
be
care about then.
disingenuous to our country, like
All
the
right.
Hispanics burning the flag, you show disrespect, and then you come here and think you could play in our politics and think that you have the right to project and interject into our movement, into our issues, into our resources. We are the ones who fought in order to get you here. And this is the disingenuous uh, vow that you have for us, the vitriol, the jealousy, the deceitfulness, the disrespect. And when we're speaking, y'all always want to speak over us with all that fast talking. All it all it does is make your breath stink. That's all that does.
mm.
Okay? Peace. Thank you, brother Tariq.
Thank you
Salute
so
to
much.
you, beloved.
Thank you, dear. All right, RJ. Last words, RJ.
Yeah, you're just gonna lose all that. Oh, we did this in the past. We did that in the past. And that's gonna be for the birds. If you keep, being callous and being careless and being apathetic, no one's gonna want to hear what you did in the past. If you're not doing it in the future. So it is what it is.
So
You're just gonna keep,
we supposed to be doing, RJ? What we supposed to be doing?
yeah, and anything between speaking to being in the streets. If you're not doing either of those two, then you're just some kind of pompous,
Be
arrogant asshole.
be in the streets,
So
but we're not going to get deported. So what we need to be in the streets for?
also, so you only care about injustice or justice if you're affected. Is that is that
Yeah,
the
because
stance
everybody
you're taking?
we're being like you guys. We're being like everybody else. Don't nobody give a shit about nothing unless it affects them. And when we're getting,
Everybody marches when black people are affected. The march for George Floyd. Everybody around the world, from Italy.
oh, no, they get out there and redirect the marches. Yeah, they'll get out there for George Floyd and start talking about trans lives matter. Yeah, they get out there and start talking about immigration lives matter. They'll
Nah,
do,
nah,
yeah, they do. I
that's a
see.
lie. You're just lying.
Ain't no damn lie, dude. That ain't no goddamn lie. That's exactly what they did. They would do that at all those protests. They use black dead bodies to push other agendas. They get up there, they be out there twerking. We be out there protesting for the death of a black person, and then some of your musty ass tether family out there twerking. These people use that shit for a catalyst for then they start using it talking about immigration. They use that for everything else except justice for foundational black Americans. So we're just giving the same energy. But thank you, RJ. Don't tell me that's a lie. Dude, up in Hollywood right now, where I live, you drive down Hollywood Boulevard, they got all Black Lives Matter in trans colors. They got that up there now. You can drive on Hollywood Boulevard over there by the Chinese theater and see it. Dude, they co-opted the shit out of all of our momentum. Yeah, they're out there marching with us so they can co-opt it. And that's the reality. I don't sit there. That is not true, nigga. No, you're not gonna do I'm a tether and I say so now. We don't do that, RJ. Shout out to everybody in here. We got thousands of people in here, man. Much love to you guys. Shout out to all of you. We are in here heavy, as we always heavy. We're always in here heavy. All right, we got a lot of folks in here. Let's try Toby. Let's get some new faces in here. Toby, hop on in, Toby.
Yo, Joe.
What's up, Toby?
What up, though? Hey, thousands of people?
Oh, yeah, there's a couple of thousand people in here right now.
Oh, shit. Isn't this fun?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You,
So,
Toby, from Detroit?
I'm sorry?
You from Detroit, Toby?
Yes, sir.
There you go. What's on your mind?
All right. Quite a bit. First off, what y'all talking about?
Oh,
What are y'all talking about?
oh man,
Like,
different,
I see the question, but what are y'all talking about now?
just different stuff. Just different.
Okay. What was the latest questions? I just wanna kind of catch up.
No, there's nothing. Just whatever's on your mind. People just kind of call.
Oh,
What's on your mind, Toby?
are you sure?
And Toby, where's your family from, by the way, Toby?
After Detroit?
Before Detroit, where were they
I
from?
don't know. I'm African American, dude.
African American. What part of Africa is your family from?
What did I just say? I don't know. I'm African American. I can't tell you that. Even
Oh,
if I did, I wouldn't believe it.
right. Well, before they got to Detroit, where were your family?
Again, I don't know.
Okay, so that's odd. You would know that
Why?
because my family's from Detroit, and they
Cool.
were in Alabama. I was born in Detroit, and they were in
Oh, that sounds pretty
right. They
normal.
were in Alabama before Detroit.
Well, yeah, mine was in South Carolina
Why didn't you say that before?
because I don't know if that's true.
Okay, so you're just saying stuff.
Oh, are you?
Okay. Yeah, you're trolling.
Yeah, but I'm not trolling. I'm asking a question. You asked me
Failing.
first. Don't be mad.
Trolling is failing.
Damn
Okay.
it. Don't be mad because I can get you.
Your trolling is failing. You're not witty and your trolling is lame. At least make your trolling witty. Your trolling is lame. All
Who
right.
said I was trying to be witty?
Yeah, you're trying to be witty and you're being sassy. You one of them LGBT dudes. That's
Wow.
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's because yeah, you doing that LGBT trolling where these little sassy dudes just want male attention and just be saying dumb shit and they're not even witty. This is how y'all flirt with niggas. This not that kind of party, dude. All right, Toby?
So I'm gay now?
Yeah, you're a flaming queen, and that's okay. We
I'm a
don't
queen.
a big flaming queen, okay?
So there is a difference.
Hey, this is how sassy niggas flirt with other men. They come in with goofy trolling, just saying weird shit, because you want people to be moist with you, and we ain't. So we don't rock like that, sir. The Lil Nas X, I think he has a live, and you can go on there, Toby.
Who the
Okay?
said moist?
Yeah.
You did, right?
Yes, your bussy said moist because your bussy is dripping. All right, and there you go. That's how sassy niggas flirt. All right, no, this is not that kind of party, dude. Oh, we got a Hispanic guy here, Richard. I see a Hispanic flag, a Mexican flag. Richard, hop on in.
Yo, hey Tariq, how's it going, sir?
Good, Richard. How are you? You in LA, Richard?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you been participating in the protests?
Hell no, that ain't my battle.
Okay. You're not. You're Hispanic. You're a Mexican gentleman, right?
Yeah, but bro, honestly, like the only ones protesting, they're not even the undocumented Mexicans. They're the anchor babies, you know. So I don't think they represent us, honestly.
Oh wow, but yeah, it's about to get heavy, man, because they out there showing out and burning up cars. So yeah,
Yeah, look, honestly, my humble take on it is like, I mean, I've been on your space before, and I mentioned how I came through like on a visa, became a citizen, but honestly, I wouldn't burn the flag of the country who gave me the opportunities I wasn't gonna get in Mexico.
yeah,
Like to me, that's dumb because it's like the memes say, they I know it might sound ironic because I'm from over there, right? But it's the truth, like you got to embrace the US now. Like you're waving the Mexican flag, you don't want to go back there, and you come from Mexico to the United States. You complain about the laws here, about everything that's happening. You're demanding stuff from Trump, but you should be demanding stuff from your Jewish president that we have back in our in Mexico. But that's why to me it's so ironic, honestly.
yeah, man. It's about to get crazy because that's just not a good look. People out here waving foreign flags, American. That's not a good look. Yobi, what's up, Mr. Yobi?
Hey, what's up? How you doing, man?
Hey, Yobi, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. I just like to say, man, every time I listen to your show, it keeps me motivated. Uh, it's always an outlook. I'd
Yeah,
like to thank you for all the inspiration that you give us FBAs,
yes, sir.
saying through these troubling times right now, because it's not like this is back in 96. This is 2025 and we're older. I'm 53 now, so it's like being able to see this happen unfolded. We were already warned a long time ago this was coming. I like to
Mm-hmm.
preach to you about how you keeping the momentum of this and not forgetting where we come from. That's all
Absolutely,
I want to say.
my man. I appreciate that. Let's get this sister in here.
Big
And
brother Tariq Almighty.
hey, beloved, how are you?
Hello, black man. How are you?
I am good, dear. What's going on with you, beloved?
I just wanted to tap in because it's not the 1990s anymore where we are really latching on to this pan Africanist, like energy. And it's so funny because I can remember black women, my mother's age, dating Africans in the 90s. It was the thing to do. And these sisters ended up finding out, dating these niggas, that girl, your social security was getting taken. They were taking your children's identities. They were buying plane tickets for their families and their wives that they had hidden in the UK and London while they was reciting beautiful poetry to you, my sister. Oh, because I just have all of these beautiful culture that you are missing, girl. All this bullshit,
Mm,
and and it's not working anymore because these are the most scammiest people that have ever interacted with us. And it's crazy because they look like us, and like you said, the what is it, the last grain of sand has fallen out of that hourglass of being able to unite. There's a sense of urgency amongst all communities, and if you are not turning into yourself and turning into your own, then you have a problem. There are people, they say, well, can an FBA be a Pan Africanist? Yes, but does it benefit them? Hell no.
right. Hmm.
What don't they understand about being an FBA is your bloodline, is our lineage. It has nothing to do with a political set of rules or anything like that. You can be an FBA and have any political affiliation that you want, but
Right.
does it benefit you to do so? That's the question.
Right.
Yes, sir. And just to kind of tap in on what's happening in LA, I'm up here in Oakland, and I can tell you that I'm 100% happy with what it is that I see. And to be quite honest with you, it's very, very light law enforcement. It's nothing serious. They're not going through anything down there. They'll be okay. I told them that as soon as the summer hit, because I'm an FBA, my people been here. My family migrated here in California in 1941,
Yeah.
right? And I've been trying to tell them, say, hey man, summertime is hunting season. If you don't know, That we know as FBAs that as soon as the summer hit and that sun come out and school is over, that the police they're policing the neighborhood, they riding around, they gonna see you, they gonna mess with you, they, you know what I'm saying, it's gang injunction time now. Oh, all you niggas got on black Air Forces, let me come talk to y'all. Why
Yeah.
do five of y'all got on the same shoes? What's going on? you know um but what I'm witnessing here in Oakland is my little black child is the last for every educational resource. Every educational resource that the district offers is for dreamers,
Yeah.
for newcomers, even the small things that we used to have control over, and we didn't do it the way that they did it, and that's the reason why we're taking the energy that we're taking. Because when Oakland Unified School District was predominantly black, and we literally just had Mexicans and the poor, the darker Asian, the niggas of the Asian world were sprinkled into our population, the Vietnamese, the Cambodians, right? They We went to school with them and we embraced them. Now that the immigration issues have allowed for their numbers to outnumber ours in our communities, on top of gentrification, uh, these people don't give a damn about our children in the school.
Hell no.
They don't give a damn about our babies. They are literally doing everything that they're reversing the work. There's no reason why my little black child should be sitting in the back of the classroom. There's no reason why my little black child is in the 4th grade and cannot tell me what the hell a plot to a story is. But you're providing cultural safe spaces and giving all of the little Mexican kids besos and kisses and all of these stuff. You feel me? Like, I don't understand. And I've literally have become a thorn in my school district side, because what I've noticed is, remember how I don't know if they did this in like LA. I remember up here in the Bay, we would have the groceries that the school would give out to the kids. You get to, like, every month you get a big brown bag full of groceries to take home. You top ramen noodles, spaghetti noodles, pasta sauce for your family to do stuff with. Now that the Mexicans are running the schools, the communities, they're not distributing the grocery bags to the black people in the communities how they supposed to. The brothers go to the school to get bags for their children and different stuff like that, and it's open to the community. And the Mexicans say, no, no, not you. No, you not you go, your kid go to this school. They say, hey, our children don't need to go to this school because we the ones that started those programs.
Mm.
And we
Yeah.
understand how they operate. But just like anything that they touch, they won't give you a job. Them won't even give you a chance, Tariq. They won't even give you a chance. Forget a job, forget respect. They won't even give you a chance. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm minding my little pretty black business, and I'm putting turkey in my greens, and I'm doing all of my good FBA activities, and I am planning for the future. I'm trying to find ways. How do I get into the hidden how do I get a hand into the hidden museum? How do I set up internships? How do I find other black scholars to link up with? How do I come up with a plan to find 1 million black people? You can find 1 million followers. You find 1 million black people and get them to donate $2 every month. What do we do? Like, literally, I'm at the point, brother, when I'm tapping into my military mind. And unfortunately, as a black woman from Oakland, it's hard finding brothers that's on that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and I'm just trying to follow me, y'all. Somebody follow me. I'm trying to build a nation. I'm tired of talking
Yeah.
and seeing these people dealing what they dealing with in LA. That's fine and dandy. Writing's not on.
Thank. I had to land your plane. I got to get some more calls in, but thank you so much, beloved. Thank you, dear. I got to get some more calls in here before it get too late. And I respect and love your passion, beloved. Thank you so much. Let's get Durant. Durant, hop on in.
So, before you boot me or censor me, like, or whatever the fuck you're planning on doing, I just want to tell everybody that
Now, the fact that when you come in prefacing that, that means you know you're gonna come in saying some bullshit. All right. You already know you're about to say some bullshit. So why are you coming in with bullshit all
Okay, so what I was gonna
Hey, did somebody just tickle your bussy? Why are you laughing like that? That was real weird and moist.
because
What kind of laugh was that? That was a perverted laugh, like you driving around in a white van looking for um other men. Okay, now what the hell you got on?
white van, I think you mean white man. Okay, so what I'm saying here is that you made a documentary about how black.
Okay, okay.
You made a documentary about how.
About your community. I made a documentary about your culture of buck breaking. Yeah, that's why you laugh like that. I knew you were moist. So did the buck breaking documentary touch a nerve? Hmm? Did that touch a nerve? Because you sound very moist. Durant, what's going on with you? Did you get offended by buck breaking? Sound like the film offended you.
Nigga, unmute me.
Uh,
Okay, listen, you made a documentary about getting raped, about how.
about your community. How your community, white supremacists, you guys were sexually taken bussy from the very beginning. The Greco-Roman society, yeah, y'all were bussy snatching. Yeah, so what about it? What about it?
Nigga, I'm Arab. I'm not even.
And y'all were the worst ones too. Y'all were snatching bussy too.
Nigga, what are you talking about?
Sand nigga. I'm talking about you, sand nigga. I'm talking about you. Y'all were out this stealing bussy too, turning people into eunuchs. Yeah, y'all not exempt from bussy activity. Yeah, you smell like camel meat and bussy meat. That's what you sound like and smell like.
You're the one that's thinking about bussy.
You're the one calling up, talking about it. You're the one who got triggered by the documentary. It
You made a whole documentary.
touched a nerve with you. I done made a bunch of documentaries. Why did that one offend you so much? It hit close to home.
It didn't offend me.
I'd made 10 documentaries, and that one really touched the nerve with you, didn't it? And that was damn near a decade ago, and that touched the nerve.
I'm not offended by it.
Yeah, because it talks about your culture, sir. Right?
Why are you so scared of me?
Yeah, because you're not going to troll your bullshit in here. I'm not going to. No, I control this. You don't control. You control bussy on the streets. I control this microphone. I don't let goofballs.
You're obsessed with.
I don't let goofballs come in here and just run amok, sir. You have to go back to your meth dealer to run amok. I don't let you run amok in here. All right.
You're a white penis.
Okay, and you're projecting a lot of freaky stuff over here, sir. So Durant, yeah, we know what you have to do to pay Durant. All right. You got an Airbnb sign over your Bucci cat. That's what you do. You got rent in that bussy. All right. All right, let me get some more folks in here. You see how I regulate you, goofy trolls? I regulate you. I control you. You don't run the show over here. We have decorum here. We don't let you run amok.